Hey guys, Deftspider here. I just wanted to do a quick farming day video. So, I'm going to get back to it. I've been waiting on daytime, so during the night I went ahead and gathered up a bunch of logs because I'm about to do a building episode. If y'all want to check that out, it'll be linked in the video or it'll be under the playlist. Because right now I'm running the tier 2. Most of my buildings are tier 2. But I want to move my tavern because it's way down there, so it's a long ways to haul food for cooking. So I'm going to move the tavern right here in front of the fishing hut. And then I just unlocked the tier 2 food storage because that's still the tier 1. So I'm going to knock it down. And I'll probably put the tier 2 right here just so I can do a comparison of the two. And I'll just probably deconstruct my hunting lodge, which is behind all those trees on that hill. But that's why I have all these logs. These are stacks of 15. And I've got like, I think 20. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 16. So yeah, I've got 16 stacks of 15. So that should be it because the tier 2 tavern, if y'all don't have one yet, it's all logs. And it's pretty expensive. Or I don't know about expensive, but high cost. Just takes a lot of logs. So I got all those together. I'm going to assume that this is going to be logs, just like the tier 2 resource storage building. So I want to make sure I had enough so I could just do it all in one video in one go. Alright, but to get back to it, let me find my scythe. It might be in the barn. So you got 120 iron in there. So I've already got the recurve bow. If anybody's interested in that, just drop a comment, let me know. Alright, it's a lot better than the other bows. Stamina usage wise and everything on it's just 100 times better. Alright, let's see. So here's my scythe. It's at 62%. We can build another one if we need to. So go ahead and go into inventory. We'll put it on slot 1. So in spring, that's the only time you can plant flax. And I went ahead and planted a field and like a half of flax. This is all wheat. So I've got some carrots that are ready. I've got wheat that's ready. And then I have all this flax. Because I want to be able to make use all my leather to make clothes, to sell clothes, and then that's flax over there. So let's go ahead and get started on this really quick, and hopefully we get some good skill points. So if we go ahead and go into here, if I go to farming here, I'm at 2838 for another skill point. If I go to technology, and we go to farming, see I've already got the goose house, the pigsty, just got the food storage. Really want to get the sheep or the fold. So we're currently sitting at 1,000 out of 1,000. So the way I think it works, oh no, okay, there we go. So we're at 1156 out of 2,500 for the sheep. So we'll see how we do. So 1156. Might have to scroll back later in the video to figure out where we were. I'd make a note, but I don't have a pen with me right now. So we can go ahead and get all the wheat up first, just because it's right here. And this can be kind of time consuming. I know most people assign NPCs, but while I'm trying to level, because I really want to get up to cows, I'm just doing everything on my own. All my farming NPCs are assigned to the hen house and the pigsty. And then yeah, so I mean pigsty is a great thing. Like if I were y'all, I'd push hard to get to the pigsty because it produces a ton of manure really quick, just to save you some money and to help you skill up faster. Alright, so boom, 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 just knocking it on out. Because it's planting seeds, plowing, putting down manure, it all gives you points. And they keep changing how many points you get per. But yeah. I don't know why the game's not playing music right now. It does weird things like that. It changes it up every now and then. It does. Yep, speak of the devil, as I say it. Maybe I was just waiting on time change, because it seems to be based on time of day. Alright. And wheat can get kind of heavy, so you can make sure you keep an eye on your weight. Same thing with the carrots. And then once you buy your seeds, like I wouldn't buy a bunch of seeds if you're just starting off on farming. Just buy a few, because every time you harvest a crop, you'll get extra seeds. Like in the case of wheat and flax and everything, you need to thresh it in the barn first, which that's your barn right there. So you thresh it in there, and then you get like rye grain, wheat grain, and that's what you replant. And typically when you harvest wheat and things like this, if you move your mouse a little bit while you get it. You can get more in one swing. So like right here, if you kind of do like a swooping motion, I guess you'd say, like that, you can get some more every now and then. It doesn't always work, as you just saw, but it was working great a second ago on my last farming day. Because you want to try to get as much done in one swing as you can, just because of durability loss. Like, I haven't farmed in a while because I needed to get iron. And if anybody's wondering the best way to get iron, because you don't want to buy these things because they're like 600 a piece or something. So on iron, you want to do that on your last day of every season. Just go to the mines and just take 1 to 2 pickaxes with you, depending on what time of day you start. Go in there and mine all the rock, salt, and iron that you can. And you're going to run to the front of the cave. Once you get like overburdened and heavy, go to the front of the cave, drop it. And then you can go back to the mine, or go back in the mine and get you another load, come back out, pick up those stacks, because it'll restack them with the ones you just made, and then drop them again, and then you just keep rinsing and repeating until nighttime. And the nighttime of the last season, you'll be teleported back to your house. So you want to make sure you have all your stacks on you right before you teleport. And like, if you're like me, you'll bring back like 1,000 pounds of rock, salt, and iron. And that's how I got up to 100 iron. Because I tried doing it the right way, and when I tried doing it the right way, I could only bring back like 4 stacks. Or not 4 stacks, but like 4 pieces of iron. Maybe 8. Because I you know, I'm like a hoarder. I don't want to leave the rock and the salt behind. That's a lot of wheat, guys. A lot of wheat. But eventually you're gonna, once you get to a certain level, you're gonna need a lot of wheat. Because in like Tavern 2, you get the oven, and you can use the oven to start making breads and tarts. And for that, you're gonna need wheat. And the one thing that I don't have that I need for some of the quests, because they want you to make bread and tarts, because I'm trying to get my Dynasty up to 1,000 points. So I can, as you can see on the screen right there. And that would unlock 20 buildings, because right now I'm hurting for building space. Because I'm at 16 out of 16, so I have to like debuild things to build other things if I want to show the old versions. And another thing on construction, so when you build and debuild buildings, make sure you reassign. We need to go get another one of those. Make sure that you reassign your people. I learned that the hard way. And you see my pigs, they're turning into hogs. Because I bought 1 piglet and 2 pigs. So, and if you come into your pigsty, and that cost me like 4 or 5,000 gold. The other way there, buddy. So if you come in here, you'll see where he's collecting manure. And there is a weight limit. Once you hit the weight limit, you want to make sure you pull that and store it somewhere, or go ahead and plant your fields. And then I have him assigned here. Welcome here. Because when I was trying to do this one on my own, it never gave me eggs or anything. But since I've assigned him, I'm getting eggs and feathers. And then I have a gatherer also assigned to the hunting lodge, and that's getting me a ton of feathers, like 200 feathers. But I haven't taken anything out of here yet, because everything weighs so little. It'll take it forever to fill up. And you'll need eggs later on to make your breads and tarts and pies and stuff. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and store this wheat. Hopefully there's room. And then we'll come over here. I think we're going to need a log and like 2 iron. Let me see real quick. Right here. Hopefully I have the schematic. Nope, I don't have the schematic, and I don't know if I have the money for it. So 4 iron, 1 log, 1 stick. Oh, I do have the schematic, okay. So 1 stick, 1 log, 4 iron. Alright. So we'll come in here. I'll just hit F 4 times, it's quicker. Then trying to click and get 4. Come into here, should have a stick and a log in here. There we go. 1 and 1. Craft it up. Iron takes a second to craft, so but we're going to get that crafted up. Get a little sip while we're waiting. you can skill up into this, so you're crafting for stone. I wouldn't put any points in the stone crafting or wood crafting. Iron might be worth it if you start getting enough iron and you want to sell it all. Alright, so R to re-equip it. There's one of my chickens. They're free range. Like, I fenced in the pigs, but they still run in and out. Alright, so let's get back to getting our wheat and flax up. As you see, you get like a bunch of it, so I probably won't have to grow anything for a while. I mean, I don't really need it now. The only reason I grew it now was in order to skill up in farming, which, if I remember right, I said 1156 is what we were at. We'll check it once we get the wheat, and then we'll go get the flax. The flax is what I'm really after, like I said, so I can make clothes. Because right now I've just been using leather to make boots, and it's like 39 leather for the boots that I'm making. But I think they sell for 200 a piece, something like that, maybe 100. I know the recursive bow sells for 121, I think, per bow. It weighs 1.5 pounds, but it takes 6 pieces of leather. I can't remember if it's a stick or a log, and then like 6 linen thread, and that's what the flax is for. You need a flax stalk to spin that into linen thread to make more clothes. So I don't know if I'm gonna make probably a combination of clothes and bows, just so I can do more hunting to level my hunting up. Alright, so that's good. So let's go over here. I'm really curious to see how much this one field will give me. I need to get these carrots up too, because this is a max size field and it's fully planted. But yeah, you definitely, once you get leveled, you're going to want to put your NPCs on this. And it might just be better just to plow and let them do everything else. But they're so slow, you know. I don't know if they'd finish it in time. I mean, it's taking us half a day just to get almost one field cleaned up. Or have an in-game day, I should say. Let's see, did we get all those so far? Yep, okay. And you see how fast your iron tools go, so you definitely want to get your smithy and get some iron ready before you start planning too much. Unless you're letting your NPCs do it. If you let your NPCs do it, you don't have to worry about having tools. They have their own. And besides that, I've got a wife currently, waiting on her to make us a hare, or a baby. To do that, you know, you just have to talk to her until she's at like 70%. And then you start flirting with her until she reaches, I did it at 90. Once she was at 90% affection, then I had a 90% chance of her saying yes. And then once y'all reach a certain level, I'd say a certain level of happiness, but as soon as I recruited her, I asked her if she was ready to have a child, and she said yes. And then from my understanding, we have to wait a couple of seasons, and then she'll make one. And then they have limited functionality, like you go up to them and press the V, and they can do some stuff. But while she's pregnant, she can't work. Like, you can't assign her any task to do, anything like that. Besides that, we're gonna see how many points we get here, then probably just do this one field, and then we'll probably cut the video after that. Might speed this up, I don't know, maybe not. Let everybody get a feel for how long it takes. Catch all the tips and tricks that I've been trying to give out. I'm really excited and waiting on them to come out with horses, because I feel like that would help a lot as far as getting around the map, and then hopefully the horses will let you carry more weight, you know what I mean? Like, that's flax on. Did I miss that? No. Because it's so easy to get overburdened. Oh, I need to go eat and drink some food and water. Let's go do that real quick before we die. Was not paying attention to that. I've died that way several times. I've lost my NPCs twice. They always have plenty of food, but I'm bad about not getting logs and firewood for them. Let's see, and we'll run into here, into my food stores really quick and grab some food. Because you die really quick once you get hungry and thirsty. So we'll grab 4 pieces of food. Hit A to do singles. Alright, and then we'll just eat all that. I guess we can save 1. And put as much of this as we can in the barn, and then the rest we'll I don't know, we'll have to go put it in the main storage because I need to clean out the food storage so I can get ready to build the second level of it. Because I don't know what happens if you, I'm assuming you lose everything if you deconstruct it while there's stuff in the chests. Don't quote me on that, I'm not positive, but I don't want to find out either. I guess I could save and find out. Alright, so we get all these carrots up because they're really quick, but I think they weigh a lot. Pretty sure I have a couple hundred carrots left over anyways. I just planted these because they were in season. And I was trying to get that skill up. Oop, come on. There we go. Alright. And back to getting the flax. The endless fields of flax. This better give us a lot of linen is all I'm saying. Because it looks like I'm going to go through at least 2 or 3 sides on this. But once all this is made and stored, pull it out, like I said, and then you'll start thrashing it, or threshing it, I'm not sure the right word on that, in the barn, in the corner. And again, that'll give you your seeds and your stalks and your grains and everything else from like rye, wheat. You get rye and wheat, flax, and there's, I want to say there's one more thing you can thresh. It also gives you straw. So no more collecting straw once you get to this point. You'll have plenty. Because the only time I use straw now is when I'm making bod, which you also make in the barn. It's 10 straw, 10 clay. And then I use straw to do repairs on my buildings. So if you need to repair something or you've never done it, I advise you to get your hammer out and then right click. And that'll give you your building destruction options, upgrade options, and everything else that you need. If something needs repairs, it'll be red. And you can also see that from your management screen. So if you press N as in November, it'll tell you the current durability on your houses, which is one good thing about upgrading them. It makes your people happier, and it makes the durability on the houses last longer. And if your house is made out of daub, you don't have to make more daub to repair it. It just takes sticks. And like I said, all my houses are tier 2, and I have one fully upgraded one, and then the rest are almost fully upgraded. Yep, I guess we're gonna have to go get another scythe. Wow, that's a lot. I didn't plan on having to use so many tools. Go ahead and slap this in there. So, yeah, because like I said, it starts weighing a pretty good bit. And see, now our storage here is full. So we're gonna put this in the main storage building for now, because it seems to be limitless. I've got it up to like 1,000 pounds already, and thankfully it's still letting me yeah, I'm at over 1,000 pounds already. That's one thing I was worried about while I was farming. I'm going to put all this in there too. Is whether or not I'd have enough storage for it, especially since I'm about to break everything down to build the tier 2. Alright, so we need a stick and a log from here. But trying to find the best way to make money, that's been my whole struggle to pay taxes. I need 4 pieces of this. Because I'm tired of collecting like going around and just collecting, I don't know, all the, what is it, plantain and the Saint wort or whatever it's called. Because I mean, that stuff only sells for like 1 to 2. And even with my gathering, and she gets a couple hundred before the chest is full, and before tax season is due, it's still time consuming. I'm sure they'll change that eventually. But right now I think it's more like a control measure to keep us, you know, having stuff to do and to work on. Like you see, she's over there gathering berries right now. Probably take her 6 years. NPCs do everything much slower than you do. Alright. I'd love to see this level me up. I mean, it's a lot of gatherings, a lot of tools, a bunch of crafting. Hopefully this one will get us through this field. Maybe if I quit missing and get more than just like 2 or 3 per stroke. Because yeah, we still got a little ways to go on this. Like, I don't get how I hit that one, but then not that one. I was just completely missing it all. And like right there, just grabbed 4. Like, I don't get it. Oh well, we'll just do the best we can and forget the rest, right? Alright, come on now. Yeah, but yeah, I'd definitely say too, like, instead of worrying about field workers, unless you're just really that concerned with farming, like I think farming, doing it all by yourself is better than having NPCs do it at first. I would get a hunter and a gatherer. The gatherer will make you money if you're still selling like all the stuff you find laying around on the ground. They'll get you a ton of feathers also. And then the hunter, if you get like a level 6 one, like I have, or had, they will, they'll get you like 100 and something meat in no time. And then you can go cook that. And that'll, you know, you can just cook like 118 meat. That'll put you at like max weight. And your crafting level will skyrocket if you're trying to get your craft stuff up for more buildings. Like I've probably got, I don't know, 1,000 meat that needs to be cooked right now. And then I also have a bunch of fish because I have a fisherman down there in the hut. He just fishes nonstop. Like, how did it miss the 2 front rows and get the back row? Who knows? Nobody, that's who. Come on, Scythe, you can do it. You can finish this one off. I have faith in you, my son. So close, yet so far. And when I do this, I like to run back over the fields one time just to make sure I don't miss a stack of all this, just because it's so expensive to farm it. Or expensive and time consuming. I mean, it's almost nighttime and we're still working on this one field. Days in the game just go quick. I think I'm on year 5 or 6. Which is why I went ahead and got a wife and started making an heir. Because I don't know how I'll get like old and dying works. I'm hoping having a son means you can continue on. And you just take over his character. Like even my NPCs are getting old. Like the Sandemir or whatever his name is, the hunter guy. He's like 45 now. But I've already done the quest to get him a journeyman. So it should be good on that part, because I'm assuming roles will just flip as NPCs die off and their kids take over. I don't know, maybe it's game over, man, and the villages will just empty out. I mean, 45 and back in the medieval times is a lot of people. Alright, so we got one more left over there. Or 2 more. Alright, I don't see anything laying on the ground. Let's see if I can do this. It's all unplowed. Alright. We'll go ahead and hit this. It's just 2 small rows. It shouldn't take that long. Because I'm really hoping to see a level up come. If the scythe breaks, then we'll check it. Check our stats. See how we're doing on leveling. Oh, I still have a log out here? I thought I got all the logs up. Like I said, I cut down like all trees for the most part that are close by, just to clean it up, make a cleaner video, and to get ready to do that build. Alright, you two, come on now. Talk to you like I do my dogs. Y'all quit playing around. Let's get this done. Yeah, I got 2 puppies, 15 weeks old, trying to eat my house, literally. Like they've chewed everything up on the outside of it. Lab Catahoula mixes. The black one is named Shade, and the chocolate one is named Remy. And they are wide open, little Spitfires. Yeah, after this, I'll probably take a break from farming because one, I don't have anywhere to store it, and it looks like it's going to be tons of flax and wheat. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it all. Sell. Sell, sell, sell. Because it's because when I get to the cow shed, it's 5,000 per cow. And when you get to the sheep, I want to say they're 2,000 to 3,000 a piece. I'd like to try to add on some more pigs too, so I'll need 4,000 for that. The more buildings you build and the higher level they are. Yeah, so I'm gonna need one more scythe to get to that one. I'm gonna grab this log over right here. But yeah, so the higher tier they are, the nicer they are, the higher your taxes seem to be. Same thing with your NPCs. I feel like the more NPCs you have hired and assigned, the higher your taxes are. Because right now, yeah, I'm getting 530 tax per season. So I'm gonna owe like 2,090, 2110 or 20 in taxes. And yeah, that's it's gonna be terrible. Actually, I need to put this in the other building. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna rip this one down because I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make that video immediately after this one while this one's uploading. So let's see here, and then I can show everybody what the tier 2 buildings look like and how much more space they have. Man, that's a lot of flax. And then I'm gonna have to get all this back out to take it to the barn to then thresh it. Put that log in there. And we'll go ahead, we're gonna get the last of this. I just want to see how many points we're gonna have. I'm extremely curious how much like a field and a half of harvesting will get you. So let's go over here. And then we'll grab 4 of these. Make another one of these. And see, it took a whole day to harvest all this so far. Even if I went running back and forth to get a scythe, it would still have taken us until the evening time, which in a minute it's gonna be so dark you can't see anything. Alright man, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go down. I'm such a patient person. Not really. I'm patient enough that I enjoy these games, but yeah. I love survival games. I play this, I play The Infected, which is also on my channel. Night of the Dead, and 7 Days to Die. Play everything. So if y'all are just waiting, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. Leave me some comments if you would. I could definitely use the help, and I would really appreciate it. Kind of got a bet going with my twin brother right now to see who can grow the most this year. He's got a little bit of a head start on me, so any and all help people would give me, I greatly appreciate. If y'all hit the bell notification if you're interested in my videos, and then just like and subscribe. There should be a link popping up here in just a second. And then that's also going to link to some other videos. If y'all have help or questions or just curious of what's going on at the higher levels of the game. Alright, so there we go. Fields are fully farmed. And if I remember correctly, I said 1156, so let's see where we're at now. So on skills for farming, we're at 2894. So if we plow another field or 2, maybe 4 more fields if we plow, we should get another skill point. Which on my skill points, I did the farming knowledge, and then I maxed out this use less seeds. Because you can sell seeds, so I'm like, yeah, why not? Because the rest of it's just for stamina to do things faster. And so your tools don't wear out, which might not be bad on the scythe. And we'll go to technology farming. Alright, and I just got food storage while I was making these 2 fields, so that's not bad. And we'll click on fold, it'll tell us we're at 1277 out of 2500. So we got a little bit over 100 points, it looks like. So not great, not terrible. It's gonna obviously take a lot more. Maybe when I plow these in, I'm starting to think plowing a field, like what I do is I'll take my hammer, I'll destroy this field. I keep that one just because I can. These don't seem to count against your building, so you can have as many as you want. But like I'll get my hammer out, I don't think I have it on me, but and then I'll go to destruction mode, destroy this, rebuild it, plow it, destroy it, rebuild it, plow it, and that'll get you a lot of points really quick if you're just trying to get a few to get your next building or something, if you're close, or if you're just not interested in growing anything, or you don't have money to grow stuff. And yeah, that's my down and dirty on farming. Like I said, again, questions, comments, leave them below. And if you don't mind, I'd really, really appreciate hitting that sub and like button. And thanks again, guys. I'll see you on the next episode.